Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam Vasudevasutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. So continuing with looking at how Sattva, Rajas, Tamas have an influence in different aspects of our lives, we can take a call about what we want to align with. Verses about Sattva, Rajas, Tamas are spread across the Gita. More in the latter chapters, and not something to be taken lightly. If we have had enough Vedanta exposure, most of our doubts are cleared in the context of the nature of the Atma. And yet, if our complaint is that it doesn't stay, then there is scope to work on adhikaritvam a little more. It need not feel like a burden, because anyway you are free. So just some play. Look upon it as some play. The world is our playground. We're just playing. And we're playing just enough so that the vision becomes clear. So we were looking at type of Tyaga, concluding 18.10, page 18, Nadveshtya kushalam karma kushalena nushajjate tyagi sattvas samavishtaha medhavi chinna samshayaha. What are the qualities of this Tyagi? It is easy to give up things, but to give up Dvesha, Raga, is very, very challenging. So this Tyagi is the one who is Sattva Samavishtaha, who is established in Sattva. How? Because he or she has worked on himself, herself, has cultivated Sattva by one's karma, one's dana, one's yajna, one's tapas. And so is a medhavi, has medha, has wisdom. And naturally, as a result of that, whatever doubts are there, they have been clarified. Confusion can be very draining. We don't realize it, but it really saps our energy. Even when we are being indecisive, it feels or weighs on us like a burden. So seeking clarity, being decisive, and not giving into doubt as a pattern of thinking. Sometimes we have entertained doubts for weeks, months, years. Sometimes they become our favorite doubts because they're very exciting. And all of us love drama. So even if the doubt has been clarified, I will still keep going back to it. It's just by way of habit, it has been clarified. Rather than dwell on the clarification, I dwell more on the doubt. And just like the fan that has been switched off, it was a moving fan. It has been switched off, but the momentum, keeps going for some time until it slows down and then finally it's off. So some of our patterns of thinking which contribute to doubts, our experiences, the way we process them, the way we look at the world, our worldview. Nobody can be trusted. The world is a dangerous place, etc., etc. Chinna samshayaha. So, bhidyate hridaya granthihi. Avidya kama karma. Seeing this unholy connection that a lot of the karma I have been doing for the sake of Purnatvam, and I couldn't help it because of this binding karma, desire, and I couldn't help that because of avidya. Seeing that cycle and cutting off the roots. In other words, knowledge being the solution to avidya, no more doubts, and therefore whether kushalam karma has to be done, auspicious karma, puja, yajna, dana, tapa. Tapa is not necessarily kushala karma, akushala, let's say. Not very auspicious. Oh, so much struggle. I am free to do any karma. We want to grow into these people. Predominantly sattva. Otherwise we will be mudaha. Mudaha means not moodhaha. Moodhaha is foolish. Mudaha is according to my mind, according to moods. I don't feel like it. I'm not in the mood. Right? Can I be free to do any karma that is required of me? And moods are always coming from raga dvesha. Something is to be done, I am free of raga dvesha. Yes, there are preferences, but they are only preferences, they are not binding. So whatever needs to be done, I can do. So tyaga of raga dvesha and anything that seemingly binds me. So the way in which one lives one's life is that there is clarity in the moksha pursuit. And through both karma yoga as a disposition and a lifestyle, because I'm also pursuing dharma, artha, kama, I bring this thinking again and again to all activities, to all decisions, to all choices. Then types of karta. Mukta sango naham vadi dhrityutsaha samanvitaha siddhya siddhyor nirvikaraha karta sattvika uchyate. So we have a sattvic doer also. Sattvik karta. The person who is free from sangha. Sangha, but aren't we encouraged satsanga? This sangha is referring to dependence. In many ways, our lives are like a train journey. If you're familiar with this, most are, I think. The Mumbai suburban network. So let's say birth happens at Church Gate. You are headed to Virar. So in your journey of life, point A to point B, birth to death, rather B to D. Some people will enter at some stops. Parents will be there from B to some place. And as often happens in Indian train journeys, long hours, so you spend time with each other, you interact with each other, there are some close relationships, intense, some of them are casual. And everyone is on their journey from B to D. Some will be there for a short while with you. Some will be there for a long time. And through all of this, there will be dependence on some. Can I grow so big that I can love and accommodate the other person without being dependent on what he or she should do for my happiness only? Because our time with people is very short. Can I show people that they are cared for? Can I show acceptance and love to people around me? And when people show love and acceptance to me, can I transfer that vision to see that I am acceptable and lovable? That it is nice to be who I am? It is nice that they are who they are, because it is all in the context of Ishvara's order. Who am I to say how they should be, what they should be? Of course, we can have our suggestions, and we all know our suggestions of how people should change, what they should do, etc. how much of it actually fructifies. So, all the relationships in my life are here only because of Rina Anubandha. There is a Rinam that was to be met from previous lifetimes, especially with partner and children, we see, and other people whom you meet. So something was to be given, something was to be received. Therefore we meet whoever we meet. And whoever is your partner, children this lifetime, they would have been some other relation in a previous lifetime. So as a Sattvika karta, can the different dependencies I have on people, can it help me grow such that I see I am lovable, I am acceptable, they too are lovable and acceptable, and as a result of which we can coexist? Anahamvadi. So the one who recognizes that whatever we call the ahankara is pervaded by Bhagavan all the way. All that I have is given to me. Sattvika karta. And who has tremendous dhritihi. In fact, 3 types of dhritihi, resolve, determination are mentioned. Who has not been beaten by life. We may all feel beaten, okay, we may be beaten also. But, coming out of it, processing it, and emerging much the stronger. So the one who is unperturbed by siddhi or asiddhi, such a karta is a sattvika karta. I was reading in this Moksha Parva of Mahabharata. So there is one verse which says that like floating logs in the river, we meet for some time, we travel a distance, and then we continue to float and flow wherever we need to go. But from B to D, that's it, birth to death. So we make it as pleasant as possible, whoever we are meeting. We don't know whether it's going to be a short encounter or a long, committed relationship, because where are the guarantees of, okay, I'm definitely going to be alive tomorrow. So I do what I can. I claim the Shaktis I have. And as a Sattvika karta, I am free to love, accommodate, and be there. I grow into such a person. On the other hand, Ragi karma phala prepsuho lubdho himsatmako shuchihi harsha shokanvita karta rajasaf parikirtitaha. So the one who is powered not by electricity but by raga, that is the force. So by strong binding desires, and who is obsessed with karma phala and therefore cannot be relaxed, anxious. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Oh, okay. You did your best. No, what's going to happen until the results are out? I don't know. Da, da, da. So we build up restlessness. Right? See, build up restlessness मतलब क्या? ऐसा ही है ना? What else you expect? Hey? So like that Yogi Ramaya mentioned to Pujya Swamiji, for restlessness you have to do a lot. For Shanti, you nothing. Because that is your nature actually. We can build up. And it's exciting, right? We like drama, so we can build it up. Who is propelled by greed, who loves to feel alive by swinging in the pendulum of elation and depression. So what is it that makes us feel alive? Give me some responses. Huh? Say. Inhaling and exhaling, that makes us feel alive. Okay, what else? Seeing things makes us feel alive. What else? Any emotional high. Good sleep. Music and dance. A brisk walk. Any pleasure or pain. Challenging project. Very nice. That's a nice clause. Vedanta class attended with full attention. Our identities are very entrenched in being experiencers, bhoktas. So naturally we are going to look for experiences that make us feel alive. So feel alive matlab right now, oh I'm so dull, oh I'm so depressed. Okay, what can I do to perk up my spirits? So one end of the pendulum to another. Then we feel, see, we figured out ways that work for us. Fantastic. I've got my life figured out. Figured out how to swing from sadness to happiness, happiness to sadness. That's it. That's the swinging. And because of the need for significance, so, okay, there's a lot to do, this is also happiness project I have, and self-improvement project I have, and then other improvement project is a big one, it's a lifetime project, and it's an unpaid one, and I am the self-appointed consultant as to who should change and how they should change, and all of that. What a busy life. This is Rajasika Karta. I'll finish with Tamasa Karta. Of course, you know the drift now. Ayukta prakrita stabdhaha shatho naishkrit kritiko lasaha vishadi dirgha sutricha karta tamasa uchyate. So who is this Tamasa Karta? I am disturbed all the time. I switch on the news, I am disturbed. If I don't switch on the news, I don't know what's happening, I am disturbed. When you look around the suffering and all that, it's very sad. So sad. I'm not even sure what is the purpose of living anymore. I am in an empty nest. Children are doing their own thing. They don't even ask me for advice. They don't even inform. If I call them, they are busy. So much I did for them. I thought they will be around. They don't even follow up on my health appointments. So, irrespective of age and stage of life, the one who continues to be disturbed. See, everyone gets disturbed from time to time. But if disturbance and the split in oneself continues to be there despite so much support available, despite so many go-to people being there, but sometimes the identity becomes of like a Devdas. I enjoy being sad. Matlab, there is some joy in it actually. I can listen to sad songs, I can cry, wow, matlab, so this is how it is. So all the Shakti that has been given, I do not use it to step out of the disturbance. Because I am not living life, I am living my mind. The mind gets so much reality that I am not awake to what is happening around me. Whatever the mind says, it's like the mind speaks the truth and nothing else. मैं सिर्फ सच कहूँगी, सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं. We have assumed that this constant chatter is speaking the absolute truth. Hello? What is your truth meter? Just because the chatter is going on and on, you have taken it to be real? But a lot of us may do that or have done that. And so this tamasam or tamasika karta is vishadi. Arjuna Vishada Yoga, Vishada, sadness, sorrow, continues to be like that, melancholic. And this is a lovely word, Dirgha Sutri. Dirgha means long, So, loves to procrastinate. All of us tend to procrastinate, it's okay. But it's a pattern. See, this is the point. That Sattva, Rajas, Tamas is present in all of us. And we are all given to this. Yeah. But if this is a long established pattern and we are doing nothing about it, then only then, this person is a tamasika karta. So everything baad mein karenge. There's no concept of now. Later, no, what's the hurry? We'll do it later. And of course, we know later never comes. Then you feel really bad about it. Then you beat yourself, Then you say, anyway, late ho gaya, it's okay, let it be. In fact, I can do without it. I can do without it. This is not tyaga. I still want, but maybe somebody else should do it for me. So dull, also irreverent, no respect for anything, just tamasika karta. Then we have to look at type of mind, type of ananda, happiness, type of dhriti, but we will do that in the next class. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukh abhag bhavet. Om shanti shanti shantihi. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.